Hello everybody, time for another video. Thought I'd update you. I have one that I recorded previously. I'll show you that first, and after that I'll show you what it looks like on the boat. So here goes number one. Well, I needed a new beam because the other one was too far gone. I really wasn't comfortable fixing that or attempting something that resembled a repair. It's got to hold in really adverse conditions on a boat like this. And I'd rather err on the side of a little more work in this case and a lot more safety. So yeah, I started up building a mold. I rented some space here in a boatyard because I wasn't comfortable doing this at home in limited space or out in the open, because all the bonds between the glass layers have to be correct. They can't be contaminated with all sorts of rubbish. And here it is, ready for fixing all the interior parts. And I mean, what looks like a simple beam from the outside suddenly starts to look a lot more complicated if you have to make all the bits and pieces that go into it. There's a couple of days work in this already. You know, I'm serious, it doesn't look like much, but believe me, it's a precision job. You can't go just trying stuff. It has to be right. So here it is. This is the inside. Tomorrow I'll be coming back and connecting it all up together with glass. This is basically the bottom half. It needs to be covered up, but that's done at a later stage once it's fitted on the boat, just to make sure that in the end everything fits. The plans were designed for do-it-yourselfers, so I think this is one of the reasons they would rather trial fit than just prefab beams and then hope they fit. This way they're guaranteed to fit. Alright, so now you've seen what it looked like while building. I'll let you have a look at what it looks like now that it's not mounted yet, but just positioned, so I can see if everything's if it all adds up. And there we go. Beam trial fitted, or at least I just laid it across the float and the boat. So this is the configuration, the sailing configuration, with the float extended as far as it'll go. So this is how it's gonna look, except it'll be painted. You can see it's nice and translucent, which is a good thing because it means there's no air bubbles inside it, or at least not significant. There are some, but I filled those up. They're not going to be critical. The bottom laminate is the most important one at the moment. That's a very, very thick layer of unidirectional, where all the glass is all in the same direction. All this stuff is going to be mirrored, as it were. This whole bottom layer is going to be put on top as well, and this flange will be cut off once everything's been bolted and stabilized. This is yeah, so you can see right through it basically, even though it's quite thick. It's about 6 layers of very heavy glass laminate with epoxy. You can see down inside it. You can see it's not sitting straight yet, and these there's going to be bolts in here and right in the middle at the back, and they will ensure that this thing doesn't move. So yeah, they're not known to break unless, like the previous owner of this boat, you hit something big. So here I am standing right in the middle between the two arms, cross arms like the other one, and the float. And this is going to be trampoline area right over the top of my head. So it's a great area to stretch out and or throw a dinghy on, whatever, while sailing. It's you can see the windows. It all needs to be painted, and some of the excess glue needs to be scraped off here, but those are all tiny little jobs. This is more of a big one. This has been drying out. It was wet, so it's now as dry as a bone, so that's very good. We'll need a bit of extra reinforcement, then I'll bolt it on and glue it with epoxy, and Yeah, but that's going to be the subject of another video. And like my colleagues reminded me, like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. See ya.